watching Thrifty Kaniffy. Hello everyone and welcome to Thrifty Kaniffy. Today we are going to be looking at a Rough Rider knife from the APTA series. This is a pretty recent series that just came out. And they are all modern traditional slip joints. Comes in this box here. Yeah, you can get the cancer warning and then the website. And the model number here we're looking at is RR2285. Now each of these APTA knives in the series comes in a zippered pouch with the embroidered Rough Rider logo on the front, and that's blank on the back. And the zipper pouch opens up into a bifold here with a little pocket on the top half. Now inside there you get a little L-shaped torque wrench with two different sized torques on it. I'm assuming a 6 and an 8. And then you get a couple extra screws, so that's kind of nice. A little extra hardware there to round off the packaging. So cool little extra there. And here's the knife we're looking at. Model number again is RR2285. You've got a 3 3/4 inch closed length handle. And some blue micarta. That's what we're dealing with here. The stainless steel bolster, it's been tumble finished. And you get a lanyard hole and stainless steel hardware. Really nice texture on the handle. You have some of the nicer micarta that I like. It has a little bit of a linen feel to the top. And I'm sure that the light, as light as this material is, probably absorb quite a bit of oil from your hands and get darker over time. But this is a really good quality micarta with a lot of grip and a lot of nice texture. Also get some really good color transitions, and when it gets darker, it actually looks pretty nice as it starts to get some oils absorbed into it. So look at the back here. We got some integrated bolsters there into the liner, and then a stainless back spring. Pretty well constructed. Don't really see any gapping or anything major here. Nice and smooth across. All in the closed position, it's nice and flat. Another look at that lanyard hole, and you can see the swedging at the top of the blade, and you get a not quite what I would call a long nail pull, but a rectangular nail pull there. And you get a half stop on it. I'd say that's about a 7 on the first 90 degrees. Probably 7 as well on the lockup. But you get a good look at this flat ground blade with the swedging at the top. And I would say this is a Wharcliffe, though the marketing materials on Smoky Mountain Knife Works is calling it a sheep's foot. No, I just think there's more bend here for more of a Wharcliffe shape, but you could probably argue either way. And doesn't really matter what you call it. It is what it is, right? But this is a VG10, and on here you get the etching of the model number. There again, RR2285. And then at the top of the blade there, you get the China origin of manufacture. And it doesn't say on the blade anywhere, but this is a VG10 blade. There's a good look at the blade edge. Pretty well even there all the way across. And on the other side you can see it's pretty uniform on both sides. Now this is a pretty darn sharp knife with a really good pull. Let's have a listen to the snap. So yeah, really firm lockup. You can see I can press it down, but it takes quite a bit of pressure to get that blade to move. And of course you're protected by the half stop there. But the beautiful swedging on this blade. Really nice flat ground edge, flat ground blade there. No sharpening choil really. And you're right up against that plunge grind. Wish it would have been a little better, giving you a little more of a sharpening choil. But it's a nice sharp point on this one. Of course, Wharcliffe blade. A good slicing blade. And with the shape of this handle, you should be able to get pretty low on cuts. Good 4-finger grip on this knife with plenty of room left over. No jimping on the handle. Would have liked to seen a little bit of jimping there. I know that's more of a modern take, but they could have probably done a little extra on the top of that blade, but otherwise not too bad anyway. I don't feel any edginess along the interior of the liners. It's all really good there. No sharp edges across the bolsters or anything like that. All that, it's really well done. And you're looking at a $27 knife here, guys. So this is pretty good value. There's a lot to like about the knife. It's very, got a great pull on it. Feels very sturdy on the lockup. A lot of confidence using this knife. Plenty of room on the handle, nice and comfortable. Really like the swell and shape of the handle. You can see there's a little bit of a contour there, but there's no edginess to the top or interior liners or anything like that. Very well done. Blade locks up really well. You don't have any blade wobble. You can see the lockup there. It's pretty uniform across. There's a good look at the blade profile. Doesn't get too narrow down there at the tip, so should be able to withstand a little bit of minor prying on it. Let's take a look at the dimensions of the blade. All the way to the tang, you're looking at 2 3/4 inch blade. And you got a cutting edge just less than that, maybe by 1/8. So we'll call it 2 5/8. Should be more than legal in the UK for you guys that are interested in this one. And is a manual folder, so no issues there. Should be completely UK legal. Just a really good walk and talk on that blade. And when you kind of compare this to some other knives that have come out recently, I won't mention the names, but far more expensive. I think it's a very intelligent buy at $27. You certainly have good quality materials and construction. You know, VG10 blade, and that blade steel is probably, honestly, one of my favorite blade steels. Well, it's not a super steel, and sure, you're going to need to sharpen it eventually, but you can see the construction there again. It's all really well put together. You've got a couple of brass washers in there. You can just see them in there. Holding it all in there, nice and sturdy. Again, no blade wobble or anything like that. Locks up really well. And this is my favorite of the APTA that have come out. They've got a couple other ones. They got some copper ones and some with some true sheep's foot blades or even ram's foot blades. And some other type of a strange looking clip blade on some of the other APTA knives, which I didn't like quite as much as this Wharcliffe. So this was my favorite of the bunch, and this is the one I went with. But again, I like that Micarta. Really well done. For $28, I think this is a really good buy, especially when you compare it to knives of other manufacturers that are coming out recently that you know, they want $300 for, or at least $150 plus for some of these other ones. So for $30 with VG10 steel, yeah, this is a great buy. I again give you a high recommendation for this one. I think it's a winner. Well constructed. There's not anything funky about it or off-putting. I just think it's a really good work knife, and I could see myself using this as an EDC. 3 3/4 inch length. Probably just slide that right into the pocket. Not going to accommodate many slip, so just straight into the pocket with this guy, and carry that around and make that your everyday user. Alright guys, well, hope you enjoyed this review. I really do encourage you to take a closer look at this one if you're into modern slip joints, and I think this is a really good candidate for purchase. So with that, I'll leave you guys. Hope you have a great day. Make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell to be made aware of videos when they drop. Everybody take care.